I want them to be, and they know who I am, and they know that there's no way
Hey,
in life, in any shape or
Tony
form, that I'm going
Gasson's
to allow
here.
them to walk in my footsteps.
Well, I'm happy that you're here, but I have a bone. I have a big bone to pick with you.
Okay.
How did you make me a grandmother before 50?
You know,
How did that happen, Jay?
I knew.
Listen here, the thing about it, somebody asked me about this interview. I don't have the mental capacity to sit through these interviews y'all be sending me. So listen, I did not listen to, did I? Yeah, I did listen to the Cam Newton and Lady London. That's not about on this topic. Because it was short. So, and that thing was terrible too. And just seeing all the women in the comments on that one, I talk about that's the old news now, so I can't do no video on it. But just seeing all of the commentary on that one and how women was like, yes, this is class. Y'all thought this what Natalie was doing. This is collapse. Yeah, I was like, y'all is impressed by anything. I'm like, y'all, like the lady trying to use some big words and y'all impressed. Like, what is this? You know, so it's like one of those things to where we really is becoming a simple-minded society, to where we giving airtime and we giving energy and we giving brain power to everything, and that stuff take a lot out you. It take a lot out you, and you got to think about that. And this is what I want you to understand. This is what I want you to think about is you cannot get finessed out your draws. And I want you to look at your life. I want you to look at the people you know. Look at the celebrities that we've seen and stuff like that. The situation with the game. And Shanice is a situation of being finessed out your draws. And then on the flip side, a man can be finessed out his draws. Because I seen on there where Evelyn interviewed her child's father, Carl Crawford. And that's a situation where he was earning a lot of money in the MLB. And so now I don't think they together. And so he done had a child again with a woman he's not with. And that becomes a bill. And it's like, yes, it's your child. But it's easy for your child to just be a bill if you did not love their parent in a real way. And if you're not able to stay with the other parent and build. Especially for a man, that distance comes in, that separation comes in. And we will struggle with loving our kids that we in the house with. Like, we could be rude, mean, nasty, and vile to kids we raising in the house. Let alone kids that's not in our household. The gap is even more distant. And y'all, I'm going into a space to where I'm going to be calling a spade and speaking on things that y'all gonna see the comments in shambles with people arguing both sides of it. But one thing I know about the truth, because my daddy taught me this, he said, son, the truth pressed to the ground will rise again. So I'm not gonna be arguing with y'all no more about what I know. I'm gonna let you think what you want to think, and then you could come back later and say, Tony, you was right. Because it's exhausting arguing with y'all. So I want you to understand that it come a time where you can get tired and you can get finessed out your drawers. So when you look at your life and you see if you taking care of yourself, you loving yourself, you on the right track, you on the right path, if you're going to have a baby with somebody, you need to make sure that they have your best interests at heart and that they want you for you, and that this isn't something that's just about fun and just about a thrill. And so when you see something where you have an older man and a younger woman, and that younger woman has promise and she has everything going for herself, and that older man has a lot of baggage and he got kids already, he got a lot of drama, trauma, issues, trouble with the law, different things, and then here this young lady got no criminal record, no children, no drama, and then she go and have a baby from a man who got all of this baggage. That is the definition of being finessed out your drawers. And the same way on the other side of it, when you have a man who got everything going for himself, he on the right path, and then he goes and he gets with a woman, he has no kids or none of that, and he go and get with a woman who is full of drama, full of trauma, got a kid or kids, but not healthy yet, not healed yet, not mature yet, but she got aura, she got sexiness oozing, she got all of that, and he gets finessed out his drawers. Like, y'all have got to wake up and smell the Folgers in the morning. And I'm telling you, because the test is out there, the temptation is out there, and I'm gonna tell you how it happens. It always happens when it's something you've never had. So a woman could take and meet a man, and this man talk game is on a level that she's never heard, and that turns her on. It breaks her down, it opens her up. But that man is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like, that man is a jack of all trades. That man is a shapeshifter. He is a chameleon. He is a code switcher, a switch hitter. He knows what to say to get a woman to drop her guard. He knows how to break a woman down. He got the gift of gab. He know how to make her laugh. He know how to make her think. He know what to show her. He know what to do with her, because he have so much experience. He done seen what done open a woman up. He done seen what a woman done been impressed by. So he knows it. So he want that experience. That's all it is. He want that experience. And to get finessed out your drawers, when you got everything to lose and nothing to gain, that's a bad situation. Like, it's certain men and women that you don't want to have a baby with because of what all they bringing, all the mess they bringing to your life. Like, you're not wrong for reserving your reproductive organs for somebody who matches you in every area, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you're not wrong. Like, that is your right, and you'll be crazy not to use your right. Like, it's crazy. So we see these situations, and it's like, why? Like, when you see the young lady, Shanice, it's like, I'm gonna use that example, but I want y'all to understand these not like celebrities. These ain't A-listers. So we talking about this, but this ain't for us to just talk about them and bash them. Equate it to your life. That's the purpose of this. Equate this to your life and put it on your level. So I'm gonna share that example, and I'm gonna give you a level where you can understand in your situation. Because sometimes I realize people just don't be understanding stuff. And I seen the comedian Lou Young, he trying to go live and emulate me now. He doing skits of me, but not saying it. And seen that the other day. This how I be breaking stuff down and turning it into life lessons. And so here you have Shanice, right? And now this the other thing. Now y'all have to understand, I be talking about this stuff, but I know Shanice. I have talked to Shanice before. I know Shanice because I was Evelyn Lozada life coach. Some of y'all know that. Some of y'all don't. And so I was Evelyn Lozada and Ocho Cinco life coach. And then the game, I don't know him, but he knows of me because I was his first children's mother, Tiffany Cambridge. I was her life coach, and I went on her show and coach her on a show, Marrying the Game. You probably could find it if you Google it. And so y'all have to understand, when I be talking about this stuff, I be in it in a different way than y'all do. Y'all in it from a fandom side of things. I'm in it from these was colleagues, constituents, clients, and so things of that nature. So I know Shanice, and here's the thing. She was like, honestly, to a degree, she was seen as like Lori Harvey before Lori Harvey. Like, she was that person who became grown, and all of them celebrity men wanted her. And I think she was dating maybe I don't know who she was dating, but it could have been a pro athlete or something. But it was like low key to where I can't even remember who it was. And then here come the game. What you got to realize is the game is a lyricist. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, sometimes you're going to meet a man who got a talk game out of this world. The game is a lyricist. And he doesn't get the credit because he kind of get blackballed here and there at certain times because he'll go at certain people and beef with certain people. But when it comes to lyrics, you know, he one of the best lyricists that, you know, if you're going to do a top 20 or top 25, whatever, top 50 out of the thousands of rappers we done seen, he'll be up there. So imagine him talking to a young adult woman in her early 20s. And he got all this experience. Is rumored to have slept with every Kardashian. You know, at least the older ones, like the Khloe, the Kourtney. I don't know if it's Kourtney, but the Khloe, the Kim, and even Kris Jenner is the rumor. And then slept with these people. And then now here you, and then already got kids. Done lost a 7-figure lawsuit for SA. Done, you know, is a felon or whatever it is he say he is. I see people in the comments. And then here you are, a young woman, clean name, clean resume. Why would you have a baby out of wedlock from a guy like that? When you could have saved them ovaries for a multi-millionaire who is currently gainfully employed. You could have got you a man like Serena Williams, man, like Venus Williams, man, like Eve the rapper, got the white billionaire. Could have got you a man like that. Could have used your aura, use your looks, and instead of squandering it and giving it to a guy that really ain't got nothing going on in a real way, could have really got with somebody who up and coming. Like, could have been, if you just want to be arm candy, if you just want to be a trophy wife, like, okay, like what's her name? Kylie Jenner. She with the young actor who killing it right now. Just was in the movie Marty McFly. Like, that's what Shanice could have did. So what I want y'all to understand is the same thing happens when you in your city and you on the come up. You got a clean name. You got no kids. And then you go get with this guy who got 3 baby moms, 4 baby moms. He got 2, 3, 4, 5 kids. He really can't do much for you, but you go get with him, and because he take you out to a fancy dinner, pick you up in a fancy car, buy you a fancy gift, talk your head off, got a little talk game, and so now you get drugged in with a situation where now you got to deal with other baby mamas. You got to deal with felony record. You got to deal with all this drama, all this scrutiny, people who hate him, his car getting shot at, him getting sued by other business people in the city, like stuff like that. Like, you got to really look at the situation and say, no, you can't just let your ovaries jump to where you want to be with somebody just because. Like, you can't take and do that just because they turn you on. Like, you got to really look at the whole picture, like, holistically. What can this person do for me? Like, who is this person? Like, what does this person bring to the table? Like, what do we really have here? Like, what's going on? Like, you got to really look at it like that right there and think about that thing. And no disrespect to those people in the public eye, but that's what be happening. And so a lot of time, and I'm going to tell y'all what happened too. A lot of times people catch you when you broke. A lot of women catch a man when she broke and he got more money than she do. When he got more money than she do, it's a lot of women who will take and have a baby from a man just to get a monthly check, just to get their rent paid for, just to get their car note paid for. And you cannot move like that out here. Like, get your life together. And a lot of men don't care. Like, if you fine enough, sexy enough, pure enough, clean enough, untouched enough, he'll take on that 18 to 22 year bill just to get in your drawers. Like, it's a lot of men that's so dumb and so ignorant and so immature, they will take that on. Like, they will accept what come with it, the financial responsibility that come with being able to bust one in you and leave it in there. They'll take that. And here go the thing too. It's like, you also got to look at family dynamics. So it's like, you shouldn't be getting in the bed with somebody that's a nemesis of your family, or somebody in your family. Like, that man is the baby daddy of your mom friend, your mom co-worker, your mom, like, you going into an extra messy territory. Like, huh? Like, out of all the men in the world, you couldn't go get another man that's not nowhere near related to your circle, like no ties to your circle. So then, and here's the thing, like, and women will look stupid. Women will look stupid and make a man look like a kingpin. Like, as men, we get to look like kingpins because it's so many women that will sleep with their best friend husband, sleep with their best friend boyfriend. It's so many women will sleep with their daughter baby daddy. It's women who will sleep with they sister baby daddy. And that's the sad part. It's like, as women, y'all have to have more self-love and more self-respect. So if you a woman and you meet a man, for one, you need to figure out, does this man have kids? If the man got kids, you need to know who is the mother of his children. Then if you have any ties to that woman in any kind of way, it don't mean y'all gotta be best friends. It don't mean y'all grew up next to each other. But if you got ties to that woman, to where you done talked to her, you done met her, you done, or she close to your family, or she done met your family, been around your family, hung out with your family, posted online with your family, that man should be off limits to you. Point blank, period. That man should be off limits to you. Because now, when your child having a birthday party, their half sibling is that other woman's kids. And if they under the age of 18, she gotta bring her kids to their sibling birthday party. And now you're at the party with another woman who had kids by your man, and you already knew that woman. Even if it was casually, cordially, and or distantly, that's still nasty. That's disgusting, because it's other men out here that you can go get impregnated by. Then to get impregnated by a man who you got a mutual connection with. That don't make no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. It's like, especially if you can have other men. Now, it's different if you can't have no other man. Like, that man is your only option. It's like y'all like the last two people on earth. So that's your only option. That's different. But when you could have another man, for you to go and be like, oh, you know, well, I just really like for one, two, you got to look and you got to see and you got to be like, okay, what's so special about this man? And why hasn't he been able to work it out with his other baby moms? Like, what was the issue, and did he play a part in that? Or was it just all they fault? And what drama does he have in his life? What messiness does he have in his life? Like, what all does he have going on? And you got to really process that and think about that. and really come to a place to where you could look and see and be like, okay, yeah, what really is this, and is it really worth this? Because it's more angelanes out there than for you to have to settle for community angelang. Like, and it's different if, like, and especially when the man is community peen over the age of 30 or over the age of 40 or 50 or 60. It's like he up in age and still meat slanging and still ain't got it right. That's a red flag. Like, people be trying to compare it to me, not realizing, like, my wife chose me at 21. I chose her, she chose me. I was 21 years old. So it's relative. When I say I was out there, it's relative because I only had 6 years. I only had a 6-year dating career from the age of 15, which don't even count 15 to 18 because you in high school and you ain't got a clue what you doing. So from 18 to 21 really was my real dating career. And you still don't really know what you're doing then because the brain ain't even fully developed till the age of 25. Like, a man could still be growing to the age of 22. So think about that. A lot of people be like, oh, well, son, you. We talking about 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. That's totally different. And so it's like, really? Community angling? Because it feel good? Because you got finesse? Because you heard some sweet nothings? Like, that don't make no sense. Like, you got to love yourself more than that. You got to be better than that. Like, you can't fall for that. Like, you cannot fall for that. Like, that's lame activity. Like, come on now. You got to be smarter than that. Y'all got to stop falling for the games. You got to stop falling for the game, and you got to look, and you got to be like, okay, now, yes, people can grow and change. Like, I got homeboys who have multiple baby mamas, and they got married, and they doing it the right way, and it worked out. But you got to be able to assess where that man is in his life and see, like, is he willing to turn over a new leaf? Like, is he doing what it takes to grow? Is he doing what it takes to change? That's what you got to realize. So once you take and you see that, once you take and you see that right there, that, you know what, we not equals. Like, this don't fit. Like, this ain't where I'm supposed to be. Like, this ain't the right fit. And so it's like this right here. Like, people on here, Shanice is a beautiful girl, but she could have waited on this one. Shanice, you had a kid with him and didn't know he was a felon? Stop. It looks like Evelyn and the game are together, and the daughter just there, especially in the picture at the start of the video. Then they put, Shanice, are you a felon? The game. I am. Shanice, what? Shock. I feel like if Shanice never met the game and the game gave Evelyn a chance, Evelyn would have taken that chance. I forgot Shanice was even there until she started asking him questions like, oh, hey girl, where have you been at? Evelyn's in love with him. Why does he keep stressing her being 50 when he's only 4 years younger than her? The way Evelyn laughing throughout is insane to me. Your daughter is hurting. Go sit next to her and give her a hug or something. I would never be talking to someone who played my daughter and dog walked her in the worst way. Shanice always sounds like she's about to cry. This is so cringy. Like, does Evelyn like her daughter's baby daddy? Lord, you know what, man? I be policing, man. Listen, I be policing my comments. Man, I'm finna let my comment ride, man. I'm I'm finna go on, let them drag me in the comments, man, and just say what they want to say. Just let it be for the algorithm, man. I'm finna just go on that, cause when I see how these people, man, if I film something and my comments was in shambles like that, I'm cutting the comments off. Y'all see, I cut the comments off. Like, whoo, man, you got to be a narcissist to let them comments just live like that. I gotta cut them comments off. Like, man, getting drugged out there. But look at that though. When people could sit back and look and see and be like, man, like you went out sad, like you had the whole world at your fingertips, and you went and let grandpas pregnate you. Like grandpas want to be with your mama. Like you got impregnated by a man that want to be with your mama. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's that right there. Y'all ladies cannot go outside like that. Y'all got to keep your legs closed. Because it's a lot of women who abstinent, celibate, as they pronounce it, celibate, and will meet a man and let that man talk them out they draws and will get up with herpes after having been abstinent for years. There's a lot of women who do that and will be distraught, crying, or idle, like just going through it. Because here come this man, tall, dark, and handsome, good talk game, this, that, and the third, and wham, get off in draws, dig off, and then here go the woman paying the price. It's like y'all have got to have a rule. You got to have a rule that says you are not fixing to sleep with a man until you know that you know that you know that you know. You got to ask yourself, am I willing to catch herpes for this man? Yes. Answer need to be yes. Am I willing to catch HIV for this man? The answer need to be yes. Am I willing to get jumped? Pause. Put on me for this man. Answer needs to be yes. Am I willing to have a child from this man and have to raise this child alone? Answer needs to be yes. Before you sleep with this man. Am I willing to get boxed by this man? Answer needs to be yes. Not saying that you're going to deal with it, put up with it, but saying that that's what could happen when you sleep with a man. Like you going all the way in when you open your legs for a man. Y'all have to stop seeing sex as fun and casual. Sex can be a death sentence. You have to realize that and stop being nasty. Please. If you can't answer those questions, if your answer is that you don't want to catch the HIV for that man, if your answer is if you don't want to catch the HIV for that man, don't sleep with him. And here's the thing, what you got to realize is that it might be a situation where you saying, okay, yeah, I don't want to catch the heel, But you got to ask yourself, do you love him enough to catch it? Because he might have it and not know it. He might have it and know it and not telling you. Because I guarantee you with AI today, I'm telling you, I guarantee you that a person could get a picture of a negative STD test and recreate that and give you that test. And you think they done, so I'm gonna tell you like this right here. Y'all have to go, this what I'll take and do. This what I'll take and do. I'll take and go to the clinic and you have them sign that their results can be released to you. Like, we now about going into those times. So if you get with somebody and you feel like, or you got a sense that they really done been out here and they done put in some work and they not telling you about their status, hey, we need to have a clinic date. And that means you got to be willing to find out yourself if you got anything since your last test or your first test if you ain't never did it. Like, we got a clinic date. And I'm going to tell you like this right here. If somebody don't want to do a clinic date, they don't want to marry you anyway. They're not serious about you. If they don't want to do a clinic date, they ain't serious about you. Now, yes, that don't mean you ask that in week 1. That don't mean that right there. But that still need to come up. It might be week 12. Might be week 24. 36. But we need to have a clinic date. And we need to sign that the other person will be notified of my status. And they might be like, oh, that helper, that's OSHA. No, this my guardian. This my guardian. This my spouse. My spouse could know. And or call me, you got my permission, leave a voicemail. Or hey, call me. And so if they say they can't do it, okay, when y'all call me, hey, I'm gonna record this call. Hit the record button. Then you play that recording for the person. And then, or you know when they gonna call you, you call them. And hold on 1 second. Boom, call them, merge them in. And be open and honest about it. Because y'all getting finessed out your draws. And I'm trying to tell y'all, like, a lot of people won't admit this. But this the thing. To where you got to realize, like, I'm going to tell you as a man, if a woman is waiting until marriage and a man feel like you his wife and he believe in marriage and he want to get married, he will wait. I have talked to so many men who have waited. So many men who have waited. And I never forget when I talked to a man that was a pro athlete. Here I am talking to a pro athlete, and he dated his woman for 3 years, and she was a virgin, and he waited on her until marriage. Now that don't mean it's foolproof, because they end up going through a divorce, but that's just really because they were too young. They were too young and didn't know what they was doing. But then also, you gotta be sure that you don't take and make your abstinence or your virginity an idol. So here's what I mean. Save yourself until marriage, whether you a virgin or not. But as soon as you get married, you need to be popping pee on a handstand. That thing need to be popping. You need to make yourself come up off of it every day. For as long as you can, you need to be throwing it on your husband so that you break any idolism that you had for that status of virgin or abstinent. Because when we start to do something, we start to take pride in it. So if you notice, anything that somebody is doing that's different, they take pride in it. Like vegans, you know from a mile away they're vegan. Who else? Don't drink soda. Don't eat pork. First sentence. Oh yeah, hey, how you doing? Great to meet you. My name is Tony. Tony, no soda drinking Gaskins. It's just what they call me because I haven't had soda in like 10 years. So it's just like now they call me no soda drinking Gaskins. It's just crazy. But that's neither here nor there. So what was your name again? Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you my other nickname is Tony No Pork Gaskins because I haven't had pork in a decade either. It's just and it's like boom. Anytime somebody do something like work out, they just worked out. They ain't worked out in 6 months. Woo! Y'all gotta forgive me. So sorry. I clocked in a little late. Just left the gym. Oh my goodness. It was crazy. Like for those of us who go to the gym in the morning, like wow, it's crazy getting from. I did not know it'd be that much traffic coming from my gym to work. It's like, woo, man. I wish more people would go to the gym before work so they'll understand how hard it is. And so you gonna know it. So guess what? In not getting finessed out your draws, also understand that it's a possibility that you are making that an idol. And if you making that an idol, that's a problem. And that is honestly what has, when I'm coaching clients who waited until marriage and they go through a divorce, it's because the weight became their idol. And then when they got in, they had no chemistry. And they didn't want to open up, and they didn't want to be all the way with it. And so that's what affected them. So I want you to realize and understand that, and get that through your spirit, get that through your noggin, and realize and understand what that's like, what that's about. And so you're gonna see that it's real out here now. It's real out here. Like, you got to get to a place to where you know who you are, you know whose you are, you know what you bringing to the table, and you stop getting finessed out your draws. Like, back to the young lady, Shanice, she just on looks alone, she pretty enough to have gotten a man who is her equal, a man who is in her age demographic, who has never had kids, who earns 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, who will love her head to toe, and will wait until marriage to sleep with her. She literally could have pulled that off, but she ain't had nobody telling her that. She ain't had nobody in her ear. And somebody said that, you know, she must not been close with her mom because she had to tell her mom who the dad was. And I mean, they ripping her a new one, boy. That got me feeling bad for her. My God. And then somebody say, I'm convinced that Shanice is just now learning about Jason during this interview. I'm guessing Jason is the game. And they got 1,300 likes. 2 strangers had a baby. That's what it's giving. You see what I'm saying? You don't want nobody talking about your baby daddy like that. You don't want nobody looking at your situation like that. Like, you have to, and I'm going to tell y'all another thing too. Before you open your legs to somebody, you need to know everything about them. It's so many times I coach people and they are dating. They in a dating relationship, and I say, well, what do they do? And they'll be like, I'm not actually sure. They do some type of, like, they work on a construction yard. Like, they do some type of, like, project management or something, but I'm actually not sure what he does. And I'm like, huh? Like, how are you dating someone for 3 months, 6 months, and you don't know what he does? Like, I'm going to tell you something. When you dealing with somebody, you need to interview them every day. Like, this is how I need to look. Oh, okay. So what do you do for a living? Oh, okay. So what is that? Okay. And where do y'all work at? Okay. How long do you work? So in that, like, what are your job duties? Like, tell me as if I was going to do your job tomorrow. Like, what are your job duties? Okay, and who do you have to report to? Okay, who reports to you? All right. How dangerous is it? Wow. How much do you like it on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being like absolutely love it. Okay. Do you plan to do it until retirement or how long? Okay. How did you get that job? Oh, okay. All right. Would you recommend anybody else do it, or is it just something that fits you? Okay. And then what's like the pay scale? Like, what is, like, how do they pay you now, and what's the max? Like, what's the goal? And it's like, we grown, and I know some people that be like, oh, that's taboo and all of that right there. You know, I don't want to ask nobody how much they made. Like, listen, for one, it's on Google, but two, you about to bust it wide open. Like, yeah, you shouldn't be okay with letting somebody skeet in you, but you shame to ask how much they job pay. Absolutely not. Like, you getting ready to catch HIV, and you scared to ask how much they job pay? Like, you getting ready to catch an incurable disease, and you scared to ask how much they job pay? Oh, well, honey, I ain't gonna catch no incurable. You don't know. You don't know that. No one has told you that. The wages of sin is death. You're in fornication. You don't know what's coming. They ex could be coming to cut your head off. You could be about to lose your life. So it's no question that's off limits. Like, every question got to get asked. You need to know everything. You need to know their middle name. You need to know their mama name, first, middle, and last, they daddy name. Everything that they know, you need to now about know it. Because you finna put your life on the line. And you could get up with a baby in you, and you don't even know the person. So now these comments got me so intrigued that I'm finna watch this. Evelyn is busy grinning, but her daughter is in pain. I don't think her daughter was in pain. I just think her daughter is not an entertainer and should not be on a podcast. I think she's just really introverted and she's shy. And so I don't think the girl probably was in no pain or nothing like that. I think they said it sounded like she about to cry. I think it's because she's nervous. Like, people don't understand how hard it is to do that stuff, to do a podcast and all that. But her mom, she loved the limelight. Like, she loved being seen. But that don't mean like mother, like daughter. Like, her daughter is the opposite of her. And so her daughter probably don't want all that limelight, because her daughter probably could easily be a cast member on a reality show, but she not out here doing that. Boy, the comments is hilarious. Oh my goodness, boy. Somebody say I don't need to say anything. The comments spoke for me and got 700 likes. Hey, goodness, boy. Y'all been having me rotting my brain cells listening to it. I'm about to be wasting my time listening to it. And so then what you got to realize and understand, man. This thing is real out here. This thing is real out here. And you have to make sure that you get with your equal. And like we be talking about on the looks compatibility stuff, like you got to get out of just wanting somebody who look a certain way to you. And you got to want somebody that fits you a certain way. You got to want somebody that fits you to where, like, you could be a black woman who is slim and fit, got a track body, but your man may be a pot-belly white man, and you need to swap it up with a biscuit and be glad about it, because sometimes what you want don't want you. So you chasing tall, dark, and handsome, and all he doing is dogging you out. But who gonna cherish you might be a man with that stomach on him. And it just is what it is. And you got to understand that, or vice versa. A man be wanting a woman who look like Kim Porter, but then realize he need a woman who look like Lunel. And that Lunel love him more and love him better and won't leave him for another man, or won't cheat on him for another man, but he been looking for this woman that's built like this right here, built like that right there. And then here go this other woman who might be older, or might be built different, might have a different hairdo, different lipstick, different makeup, different career, something that could be his complete opposite. And it turns out to where she ended up being a dream come true, because he got over just thinking that beauty come in just one package. And so that's what you got to realize and understand. So I'm going to tell you, like, with a situation like Shanice and the game, I believe it's the age difference and it's the lack of experience that she had. So the game probably literally could have been the second or third or fourth man that she was with sexually. Like, she wasn't out there doing a bunch of public dating like we've seen Lori Harvey and Kim Kardashian do. And that don't mean that Lori Harvey was sleeping with all those men that we seen her with, because we saw with Future, with P. Diddy, with Michael B. Jordan, with Damson Idris, and with Memphis Dupay, you know. And I studied relationships, so I seen that. Don't mean she slept with all of them. Some of them could have left because she wouldn't sleep with them. You see, we ain't getting the whole story because she don't kiss and tell. Like, she move on and she let people think what they gonna think, but she don't go out and tell the business. Like, she don't go do a tell-all expose. And the men don't do it either, and probably out of respect for her, because they realize she not doing it and she not telling business for clout. Because she could go sit down and tell all the ins and outs. Like, I'm pretty sure if she wanted to see they angling, she could see it, and she could go do a tell-all book. You know how many women will buy her book to know what Michael B. Jordan angling is like, what it looked like, what the size is, what it feel like if she slept with him. Same with Damson Idris. I don't think nobody care about Community Dean Future, but and you know, and she was hanging out with P. Diddy. Like, we don't know if they did anything or what, or he just was doing it for publicity because he's into men, so we don't really know. But it's like she ain't kissing and telling. But then, like with Shanice, you know, she wasn't on that level because Evelyn is not on Steve Harvey level. So not as many people knew Shanice as they knew Lori Harvey, who is Steve, you know, bonus daughter. And so the thing about it is that A situation like that, it was just talk game. I'm gonna tell you that right there. It was talk game. I don't really think it was money, because although the game probably touched money, he probably got money, he probably spent his money or whatever. She could go get with any man with money. I think it was really probably just the talk game, just being in front of a man that got enough swag and enough game. His name is the game. To where just got enough game to where she just ain't never heard or dealt with it. Because you got to remember, the game other baby mama, Tiffany, is older than him. So he had enough game to finesse an older woman out her drawers. So what you think he gonna be able to do with a woman, I don't know how many years she is, 10, 15, 20 years his junior. Oh, easy. Talk game easy. Bama, got you. Bada bing, bada boom, got you. Bam. Draw's gone. And the thing about it is, we don't even know how many times it took. It could have happened. It could have happened one time, just unexpectedly, and she could have conceived off that first time. Probably, we don't even know if she was anticipating to conceive, because probably why they probably ain't have no protection, because probably was just called themselves hanging out and wasn't gonna do nothing. Like, yeah, in his mind, he probably knew, but she probably ain't know. But it's like when a gang get ran on you that you ain't never seen, you ain't got no response for it. You don't know what to do about it. Like, you just bada bing, boop boop, 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 draw gone, ding, pregnant, just like that right there. Like, it's situations like that, and it's situations where the man and the woman go into the situation with no protection, because they telling themselves, I'm not finna sleep with this person. We just hanging out. We just talking. And one thing lead to the next. Next thing you know, just like that. Boom. Just like that. And so you got to realize and understand. Like, if you are walking right, doing right, living right, it's somebody. It's somebody. Look at this. This was absolutely cringe, embarrassing even. He is a man child. I can't believe she ended up with him as a baby daddy. And moms is drooling all over him. Shanice barely asked him questions. And then, so you gamed me? Yes, honey, unfortunately he did. And people talking about Evelyn drooling over him, all that. Evelyn is just, it's just her personality. Like, that's just her personality. Like, she is less like that. Like, she like water. Like, I know her personally, and the reason why I can say that publicly is because she had an article written about her working with me and the christianpost.com and all of that, and she never came on to me. Like, she never tried to hit on me or nothing like that. And she talked to my wife, she know my wife, she texts my wife, all of that. And so it's like, she's not a home wrecker. She's not somebody to where she just gonna deliberately come and try to just sleep with a man who is somebody else man. Now, if that man make a move on her, then you don't know what's gonna happen. And to God be the glory, I'm not that type of man. So I'm not the type of man to make a move on her. And so we live to tell the story. But it's like, I don't think it is what people. I think she in a new field. She trying to be a good interviewer. She doing something that is probably not her strength or her gift. Interviewing people is probably not what she called to do, and so it's gonna come off. It's gonna make her a little more awkward than she's supposed to be. And so, sometimes people be reading into it a lot. So yeah, Y'all got to get prepared. Okay? Get prepared. Be ready. Know what's going on. Know what you got. Know what you could lose. Know what you bring to the table. Know what's out there. Like, you have got to be ready. And you got to be careful, because you could easily get out here and get finessed. Easily. So understand that now. All the important links in the description. Got us another hour video in the books. Solopreneur, we are enrolling, so get ready. We building business this year, April through December. It starts in April. Got a pay up front and a payment plan on there. God bless you. Keep your head up. Keep going. And my discounted one-on-one sessions, those will be coming to an end soon now. So if you want to do a one-on-one, the general one-off sessions will be coming to an end soon. So, because I'm changing my coaching model. So go ahead and get on in. And God bless you. And keep your head up. And we'll talk soon.